The Sirens Desert. In the heart of a vast and unforgiving desert, where the sands stretched to the horizon and the sun scorched the earth, lay an ancient enigma that defied all logic. This was no ordinary desert, for it held secrets of a forgotten past, hidden beneath its shifting dunes and scorching winds. Long ago, during an era lost to time, a grand ship embarked on a voyage across uncharted waters. Its crew, driven by the promise of adventure and the lure of untold treasures, sailed bravely into the unknown. They navigated through treacherous storms and turbulent seas, but nothing could prepare them for the fate that awaited. One fateful night, under a sky painted with swirling galaxies, the ship encountered a vortex, a portal that tore through the fabric of reality. In an instant, the vessel was transported from the raging ocean to the heart of a vast desert. The crew, disoriented and frightened, found themselves stranded in an ocean of sand, their ship marooned amidst the dunes. Captain Olin stood at the helm, staring out at the endless expanse of sand. "How is this possible?" he murmured, more to himself than anyone else. First Mate Jorah, his eyes wide with disbelief, shook his head. "Captain, it's as if we've sailed into another world. What are we to do?" "We survive," Olin said, his voice firm. "We'll find a way out of this, I swear it." As the crew disembarked to assess their surroundings, a strange, haunting melody drifted through the air. The sailors paused, captivated by the beautiful, ethereal song. "Do you hear that?" Jorah asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Olin nodded, his brow furrowed. "Stay on guard. There's something unnatural about this place." Days turned into weeks, and the crew struggled to survive in the harsh desert environment. Water was scarce, and the scorching sun beat down mercilessly. Yet, every night, the haunting melody returned, lulling the sailors into a restless sleep. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a figure appeared on the dunes. She was beautiful, with flowing hair and shimmering scales that caught the fading light. Her voice, the source of the haunting song, called out to the crew. "Who are you?" Olin demanded, stepping forward. "What do you want from us?" The siren smiled, her eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. "I am Srafina, guardian of the desert. I have watched you struggle and suffer. I can offer you salvation, but it comes at a price." Jorah stepped forward, suspicion etched on his face. "What kind of price?" "Your soul," Srafina said simply. "In exchange, I will guide you to safety and grant you treasures beyond your wildest dreams." The crew gathered that night to discuss their fate. The firelight cast flickering shadows on their weary faces. "She's offering us a way out," said Merrin, the ship's navigator. "But can we trust her?" "We don't have much of a choice," said Gareth, the ship's cook. "If we stay here, we'll die." Olin stood, his expression grim. "We cannot make this decision lightly. Srafina's offer is tempting, but the cost is steep." The following morning, Olin approached Srafina. "We accept your offer," he said, his voice heavy with resignation. "But know this, if you betray us, I will find a way to destroy you." Srafina's smile was both enchanting and unsettling. "I have no intention of betrayal, Captain. Follow me, and your suffering will end." As the crew followed Srafina deeper into the desert, they discovered hidden oases and ancient ruins filled with treasures. Yet, as they delved further into the mysteries of the desert, they began to notice changes among themselves. "Captain, I feel strange," Jorah said one evening, his eyes reflecting an eerie glow. "It's as if something is taking over me." Olin placed a hand on Jorah's shoulder. "Stay strong, my friend. We'll find a way to break this curse. One night, as the full moon bathed the desert in silver light, Srafina revealed her true nature. The curse binds you to this desert, just as it binds me. But together, we can break it. How? Alin demanded. By confronting the source of the curse, Srafina replied. An ancient spirit, bound to this desert long before our time. It dwells in the heart of the sands, guarding its secrets jealously. The journey to the heart of the desert was fraught with peril. The crew faced monstrous creatures, shifting sands, and mirages that threatened to drive them mad. But they pressed on, driven by a fierce determination to reclaim their freedom. Finally, they arrived at a vast, sunken temple. The air was thick with an ancient, malevolent presence. As they descended into the darkness, the ground beneath them began to tremble. Stay close, Alin commanded, his voice echoing through the cavernous halls. In the heart of the temple, they confronted the spirit. It was a towering, shadowy figure, its eyes burning with rage. Who dares to disturb my domain? It thundered. We seek to break your curse, Alin declared, stepping forward. Release us, and we will leave your realm in peace. The spirit laughed, a sound that reverberated through the temple. Foolish mortals. You think you can challenge me? The battle that ensued was fierce and desperate. The crew fought with every ounce of strength they had left, their determination unwavering. Srafina, revealing her true form as a powerful sorceress, unleashed her magic against the spirit. Together, we can defeat it, she cried, her voice ringing with hope. Alin rallied his crew, and they pressed the attack. With a final, mighty blow, they shattered the spirit's essence, and the temple began to collapse around them. As they emerged from the ruins, the desert seemed to shimmer and change. The vortex reappeared, and the crew found themselves once more at sea, their ship restored to its former glory. We're free, Jorah said, his voice filled with awe. Alin turned to Srafina, who stood at the edge of the deck. Thank you, he said simply. For everything. Srafina smiled, her eyes no longer glowing with an eerie light. Your bravery broke the curse. You are free to sail once more. But remember, the desert will always hold its secrets. With that, she vanished into the night, leaving the crew to sail on, their hearts filled with hope and a new sense of purpose. The Sirens' desert had tested them to their limits, but they had emerged stronger, united by their shared ordeal and the promise of new adventures on the horizon.